we're going to learn the three sounds of CH and the sound of TCH. The most common sound of CH is ch. This is the first one kids learn. Chin, inch. EW says oo or you. Chew, rich, such, much. EA in this word says e, cheap. OU says ow most of the time. Ouch, each. TCH also says ch, and it is used at the end of a root word after a short vowel sound. Batch, catch, patch, which, match, match, pitch, Dutch. In this word, A will have its broad sound of ah, watch. CH sounds like k in some words, especially if the root word was Greek. In this word, OO says oo, so we have school, ache. Note that although silent E usually only works if there's one letter between the vowel and it, CH has one sound, so this E still makes the A have its long sound. The underlined letter is going to have its long sound. Technology. G followed by an E, I, or a Y usually, but not always says J. It does in this word, and Y at the end of long words usually has a long E sound. So technology. Tech, which is short for technology. Anchor. Although OR usually says or, at the end of a word it tends to become muffled and sound more like Conch. A conch is a type of shell. OR says or, chorus. A chorus is a group of people singing. S will sound like Z in this word. Chasm, chronic. AR says R, monarch. That's a type of butterfly. Archive. Notice that this E does not change the I to its long sound. English words don't end in the letter V. So if the last sound of a word is V, we stick an E there. Stomach. Note that in this word, the O sounds like a short U. Character. AR says R at the end of a word or when followed by another consonant. When followed by a vowel, it usually says air. Chemist. Scheme. Mechanic. Orchestra. OR says or. A's at the end of a word, usually schwa to sound like orchestra. In these words, CH will sound like sh. This usually happens in words that we got from French. Chef. A chef is a fancy cook. Chicago. That's a city in the United States. Chiffon. That's a type of fabric. Michigan. Note that this A schwas. Michigan is a state in the United States. In this word, the I is going to sound like a long E. Machine. Brochure. Parachute. Notice the AR is followed by another vowel, so it says air instead of R, and this A schwas, it takes on the muffled sound. Pistachio. I, when followed by an O, usually has a long E sound, so we have EO. Pistachio. That is a type of nut. The rest of this lesson is optional, especially for younger students. Here we have some more words where CH sounds like the letter K. Anarchy. Anarchy. Alchemy. Alchemy. Anchorage. Notice that the OR takes on a muffled sound, and AGE at the end of a word, rather than having a clear long A sound and sounding like age, tends to take on an edge sound. Anchorage. That's a city in Alaska. PS says S. Psychology. Note that the Y at the end of a syllable has a long I sound, and this G takes on the J sound because of the Y. Psychology. This I will have its long sound. Christ. Notice that when we go from Christ to talking about the holiday, Christmas, the T sound disappears and the I becomes short. Chrome. That's a type of metal. Orchid. That's a type of flower. These A's and this O are going to have their long sounds. Archaic. Archaic means from primitive times or very long ago. Note that this O sounds like a short U in from, and once again, this E does not change this I to a long I. It's just there to keep the word from ending in V. Chaos. Chaos means something that is completely confused. Archaeology. AE says E in this word. And here we have a whole suffix, ology. Archaeology. Archaeology is the study of what humans left behind long ago. Note that WH says W. This A sounds like a short U, so we have what. And NG says ng. And this A takes on a muffled schwa sound of If you have friends who have kids who are learning to read, please share this with them.